G'day, Ian here from FPV Power. Just like to showcase our latest product. It's the Fpv-Power Distribution Hub. The Distribution Hub has come about due to requests and feedback from our customers, and we do listen to our customers, and this is the result of that. It is a distribution hub where you have a power input from the battery coming into a distribution hub, and then you've got 6 ports, of which 4 is remotely controlled and 2 is always connected. So this is a plug-and-play solution that plugs into our 17.5 batteries or our 7 amp hour batteries based on our fantastic FPV Power waterproof plugs. There you go. Alright, let me just go through and show you what is included in the kit. First of all is the actual hub itself. Then you've got 6 pigtails, 1 for each of these ports here. There's 6 here. And you get a spare set of 6 glass fuse, meaning when you on the water, make sure you carry a couple of these in your bag. If something does happen, you can always change it on the spot. Okay, and of course the remote control that comes with it as well. Is the FPV distribution hub, is it a waterproof solution? Yes, it is. This can go swimming if you want to. Not that you're going to have it in such, use it in such a manner, but is the remote control waterproof? It's no point having a hub that is waterproof and all the connections that are waterproof, and if the remote control is not waterproof, that's a thing that's outside exposed in the elements. So let's just drop it in there and let it sit there while we go through and talk about. First of all, you've got 6 ports. A is the A, B, C, D is the remote controlled ports, meaning you can control it by the remote control that's actually having a swim at the moment. And then port 1 and 2, it says always on when connected, which is a direct connection to the input. So this cable on the left hand side is the input from your battery, meaning from one of these batteries, and in between you can have splitters, you can have extension cables to plug it in. And that's how you make your connection. So let me just clear the table, and each of the connection ports that's on the FPV Power Distribution Hub comes with a waterproof cap or plug, if you like to call it. So as you can see, the battery input, there is a waterproof plug that keeps your connection protected. If not, without it, sitting in your kayak, exposed to the, it could be salty air, salty moisture, water, it's going to start corroding in no time. And of course with these ones here, they come with a cap as well, and they are all individually fused. These glass fuse, these are rated at 3 amps. And let's go ahead and show you it running in real time. I've taken all the waterproof covers off and caps off, so they're all ready to be tested now. Just to make note that if you're not using any of the ports, you might not be using 6 connections in one hit. You might be only doing a couple here and a couple there, 1 straight through, maybe 3 remotely on. That means you've got another 2 spare. So with the spare ports that are not being used, leave these waterproof cap on to protect it from corrosion. Okay. Now without further ado, let's connect the battery. Move the wet remote over there. Of course you'll be running extension cables, which we sell. Or unless where your mounting is, it's that close to your battery. But anyway, this is just for demonstration purpose. We're going to have a short run right in front of you. Here we go. So that's on now. As soon as you plug in power, it's on. That's why it says on this side here, it says disconnect battery after use, because there's a small drain that's from the control unit. So if you leave it plugged in, you leave it plugged in overnight, look, it's going to drain it a little bit. But if you leave it plugged in, let's say for a month, then yeah, your battery is going to be dead when you go back on to use it. So when you finish using it, disconnect it. And after you disconnect, like I said before, put this plug back on there like that. Always keep your plugs in a nice sealed bag in your tackle box or somewhere in your hatch where it's nice and dry, so that these always are clean and ready to be used. Now that's on. My remote control is still swimming. Let's take it out. There we go. Okay, let's just dry it up there. Cup on one side. And for the test, I've got a few LED lights to test. Let's put it in port A. That is just a LED which I've connected. Let me bend this down like this. And this is another port. Let's try port D, just to make it interesting. Here we go. She's in, and here we go. Let's get it all in the camera. Nice and wet. That's A, off. B, nothing on. C, nothing on. D. This is what we use to catch squid or calamari. Great for attracting bait fish. There you have it. So A, D, and the ports that's always on is port 1 and 2. So if I take this off and I'll show you here, once you connect it up, it's going to be turned on straight away. See, that's powered on all the time. So this could be useful. At first we were going to do A, B, C, D, but then we thought about, look, why not chuck in another 2 ports which is directly connected to the battery. This is actually a very user-friendly. So instead of running other leads and other connections, it's all ready to go from the distribution hub. Alright, we've said that things are waterproof, so let's just put it to the test on camera and show you it working whilst swimming. Not that it is intended to be swimming when you're using it, but just to show you. First of all, we've put it all here, so it's the remote control, the hub, and the battery. That's A off, A on. Let's just take the whole thing like this. Bucket of water. Stick the whole thing in. There we go. Including the light. Oh, it's floating. It even floats. So it doesn't drown. Let's put the heavy battery on top. Just like that. There we go. Nope, not working. Still wants to float. It floats, but do not use it as a flotation device, please. There we go. Okay. That's the battery, not quite underwater. There we go. I think you get the idea. And the remote control is here, and everything's working as normal. Power on, power off, power on, power off. So there you have it. A good showcase rundown of the working of our distribution hub. And one last thing is, of course, in the video you might have noticed that there's a switch here. So what this does is, this is the switch to control the pairing of new remotes. So you can buy extra remote controls from us, and they can be paired. You can pair up to 4 remote control. So 4 remotes can operate this. So if you're one of those people who is always scared of losing or dropping or letting it fall over your kayak and losing it, you can have 1 spare in your tackle box. And you can pair 2 remotes to this and use the spare one at any time. And of course we'll go in details later on how to pair it, but the button is there, and it's a waterproof switch as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.